Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy The Book on Unwritten Tales. Moi drodzy, powracamy do Wilbura. Ogólnie z tego co pamiętam, to musimy zdobyć urządzenie psychokinetyczne, które ma sklepikarz i pozyskać srebrną broń. Niestety my takowej broni w ekwipunku nie mamy. Jedynie co mamy to cienki patyk, zakrwawioną tkaninę, mamy garść srebrnej biżuterii, z której prawdopodobnie zrobimy srebrną broń, no i mamy też siekierę, tak? Chustę Timiego, jakieś prześcieradło białe i żelazny bełt do kuszy. Niestety tych dwóch elementów ze sobą połączyć nie mogę. No dobra, w takim razie się rozejrzyjmy. Mam nadzieję, że ten odcinek nie będzie tak przegadany jak poprzedni i mimo wszystko fabuła tutaj będzie bardziej skupiona na rozgrywce niż rozmowie. Mamy tutaj kilka rozwidleń, ja nie do końca pamiętam z której strony przyszedłem, ale dobra, pójdziemy gdzieś tutaj. Jak już wspominałem, nienawidzę takich labiryntów w lesie, bo ja zawsze się gubię. Okej, Wilbur się czegoś wystraszył, ale czego? Spójrz na świecący mech.
I don't know if I like luminous moss. It gives off a bit of light. That's good, but it looks a bit spooky.
Pamiętam, że ostatni taki labirynt w lesie to był chyba w grze Monolith. I tam też się strasznie mocno gubiłem. Mam takie wrażenie, że kręcę się w kółko. Ale gdzieś musimy w końcu dojść. Tylko pytanie, czego my tak naprawdę w tym lesie szukamy?
The woods are already spooky enough where I am, but over there it gets even more spine-chilling. I bet that the evil heart of the woods is somewhere over in that direction.
Dobra, widzę, że dotarliśmy do jakiegoś tunelu, ale jeszcze się tak rozejrzę po okolicy, czy będą tutaj jakieś przedmioty, które bym ewentualnie mógł podnieść. Ale no, nic takiego tutaj nie dostrzegam. No, nic nie wyróżnia się na tle tych grzybów świecących i tak dalej, i tak dalej.
If the monsters caught Timmy and Esther, then that's probably where they would have been taken. Get on with it, Wilbur. Yes, at least the werewolf seems to be there. That's good.
Znaczy się, obstawiam, że nie wejdziemy do środka, dopóki nie zdobędziemy broni, tak? Bądź tego urządzenia psychoaktywnego. No, to wiecie, chodzi o to, jak w Pogromcy Duchów mieli, nie?
So the woods weren't just a source of wood for the villagers, they also dug clay there.
Okej. Spójrz na zniszczony piec.
Hard to say what destroyed the kiln, and when. Could have been time, wind and rain, but it could just as easily have been animals or other things.
Spójrz na prasę.
Looks like some kind of press. If I had to guess, I'd say it was used to press clay bricks into shape. The hinge is rusted through. Forcing the press might make it break. I'd better repair it first.
Ale widzę, że mogę ją zabrać. No i świetnie, prasa trafiła do mojego ekwipunku. Zepsuta prasa. Ale co ja będę tą prasą robił?
My guess is that the bricks were once fired right here in the woods. Makes complete sense. Not only is there lots of firewood here, the clay is also very moist and loses a lot of weight during firing. Why would you drag all that water into the village just to let it evaporate there?
Okej. Spójrz na kopalnię.
I wonder if the villagers dug too deep and woke up some kind of ancient evil. If so, the ancient evil must have been sleeping very close to the surface.
Weź bryłę gliny.
I should be able to loosen a really nice lump of clay just with my bare hands. Yep, no problem.
Dobra, wzięliśmy prasę, wzięliśmy glinę, być może faktycznie będziemy wypalali jakieś cegłówki.
By all appearances, there's been no clay dug here for you, and the rain will ensure that there won't be much to see here in a few years' time.
Ale z drugiej strony, po co mi cegłówki? Aczkolwiek przychodzi mi taka myśl do głowy, że może zrobimy sobie jakieś cegły, zbudujemy piec, taki jak był tutaj, uda nam się przetopić srebrną biżuterię i zrobimy sobie w ten sposób srebrną broń. Być może te bełty będę mógł zamoczyć w srebrze. No tak, bo my musimy zdobyć jeszcze kuszę. A żeby zdobyć kuszę, potrzebujemy 10 wilczych skór. Na razie przekazaliśmy tylko i wyłącznie jedną. I potrzebujemy jeszcze 9. Gdzie one są? Kompletnie nie mam zielonego pojęcia. Ale być może faktycznie gdzieś w tym lesie coś jeszcze takowego znajdę. Teoretycznie przydałaby się jakaś mapka, która by mi prześwietliła cały ten teren. Kręcę się w kółko, bez kitu. Jestem ciekawy, jak się wychodzi z tego lasu.
You can find these stone heads all over Aventasii. They're ancient and no one knows who made them.
Dobra, mamy jakąś kamienną głowę. Idź dalej. Ale my tędy przyszliśmy. No bo ja nie mam mapki w ekwipunku, nie? Której bym mógł użyć i ewentualnie przenieść się do obozowiska. Ale wydaje mi się, że kiedy pójdę w dół... O właśnie, wyszliśmy. No i świetnie. Spójrz na deski.
I can't reach the knot tying the wash line to the house. Shop has been nailed up. I'm sure that a few little wooden planks like that wouldn't stop a headless horseman or a werewolf.
A my mamy siekierę w ekwipunku. Może będę mógł ją użyć na tych deskach? O właśnie.
This might prove useful. I can't see anything. The wolf skin is lying right in front of the hole.
Wilcza skóra, powiadasz, tak? Czyli będziemy mieli już drugą.
Got it.
No i elegancko. Mamy drugą wilczą skórę. Potrzebujemy jeszcze tylko i wyłącznie 8. Ale tak, widzę, że mamy tutaj sznur do suszenia prania. Teoretycznie mógłbym go zabrać, ale z drugiej strony wilbur jest zbyt niski, żeby do niego dosięgnąć.
I can't reach the knot tying the wash line to the house.
Może też będę mógł jakieś elementy na tym użyć. Może tą siekierę.
If you can't undo a knot, then you can at least cut it.
I w ten sposób pozyskamy linę.
That's it.
Wytrzymały sznur do suszenia prania. No dobra, ale wejdźmy do sklepu i przekażmy sklepikarzowi skórę wilka. Jedną skórę pozyskaliśmy od tej laski, tak? Ona się nią przykrywała, a my wymieniliśmy się na koc.
Hello?
Możesz przypomnieć, o co chodziło z kuszą i wilczymi skórami. Naprawdę potrzebuję jeszcze 9 wilczych skór. Proszę, kolejna wilcza skóra.
I've got another wolf skin for you. Different one.
Oh, fantastic! You just need 8 more.
But of course. Back in a minute.
A, czyli my będziemy tak przez 8 razy zabierali tą samą skórę i mu oddawali.
That makes 10. So, did you gain experience while completing the quest?
Tak, nikt nie lubi szablonowych misji.
Yeah. No one likes a generic collect quest.
It kills time. Isn't that the point?
Not really.
Here's your crossbow.
Najlepsze jest to, że sklepikarz w ogóle się nie zorientował.
Very nice. Now I finally got everything I need to go. Wish me luck.
Oh, I do. And you'll need it.
Najlepsze jest to, że sklepikarz w ogóle się nie zorientował, że to jest jedna i ta sama skóra. Chyba, że wiecie, wrzucał ją gdzieś tam za siebie i w ogóle nie patrzył, że ona znikała.
Nah, I better let her stew.
Z dziewczyną już porozmawiać się nie da, no dobra. Ale czy ja w jakiś sposób tą srebrną biżuterię, bo...
The iron bolt is just a template. It'll be useless against a werewolf. I need a silver bolt exactly the same shape and size.
Ale... no, nie mogę tego srebra w żaden sposób z tym połączyć, nie? Więc być może to jest tylko i wyłącznie szablon, a ja muszę taki sam zrobić, oddać w sensie, no nie wiem, zobaczymy.
The only thing more useful than a bit of string and a long stick is a long stick with a bit of string attached. Fishing rods offer the best of both worlds, and one can do practically anything with them. Like, well, fishing, for example.
Okej, udało mi się zrobić domowej roboty wędkę. Przyznam się szczerze, że... No, w sumie to jest logiczne, nie? Żeby połączyć sznurek z kijkiem i mieć wędkę, ale po co mi wędka? Czy ja będę łowił jakieś ryby? Ja tu nie widziałem nigdzie żadnego źródła wody, w sensie stawku i tak dalej, i tak dalej. A tutaj cofamy się do obozowiska. Jestem ciekaw, czy mogę porozmawiać z Gulliverem? Co chwilę mu głowa odpada.
Gulliver!
W lesie znalazłem zepsutą prasę do glinianych cegieł. Potrafisz ją naprawić?
Could you maybe repair this press, Gulliver?
Nate, that's a job for you, isn't it? The boy has long overtaken his old man when it comes to repairs.
What? That's it? Wow! You're quick! Right then, hold the fort!
We're here if you need us.
Dobra, wiecie co? Bo ja mam glinę. Gdybym włożył tutaj glinę, następnie bym włożył bełta do gliny, podgrzałbym to na ogniu, żeby to stwardniało. Spróbujmy.
A perfect clay.
Znaczy się, mi cegła nie jest potrzebna, nie? Ale...
I've pressed the clay into a brick. If I were to fire it now and repeat the process a few hundred times, I'm just not sure why I'd want to do that. An absolutely perfect impression of an iron bolt.
No i świetnie, o to chodziło. Użyj formy
I'd better
na...
not put the impression into my pocket. It could get distorted. But I could use it here in the area if I'm very careful. I don't think that the open fire would be suitable for firing clay. It's too hot. Yeah, the water in the clay would evaporate too quickly and deform it.
Czyli będę potrzebował... Aha, weź żarzący się węgiel.
Touch hot coals with my bare hands. I'd need a really...
No nie, no gołymi rękoma nie, ale... Roztop srebro w ogniu?
Silver only melts at really high temperatures. The fire would be a much better bet for that.
Zastanawiam się, w jaki sposób wziąć ten węgiel. Chyba że Gulliver by mi go tutaj tak odkopnął?
Every time I talk to him, I see that dreadful combination of hope and despair in his eyes. I won't do that any more than absolutely necessary. Touch hot.
Spójrz na Nate'a.
Nate has tried time and time again to cheer Timmy up the last few days. He even managed it occasionally, but Timmy always crept back into Esther's coat pocket. Thanks to Nate, the old clay press is once again...
Ale widzę, że nie mogę jej z powrotem zabrać do ekwipunku. Weź żarzący się węgiel, ale jest zbyt gorący, tak?
The bedsheet could make the great beginnings of a ghost costume. Ta-da! Time for a ghost...
O!
Whoa! 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 Oh! Ooh.
What are you doing?
I am the ghost of the wood.
Haven't we got enough real spooks around here? Do you have to dress up like one too?
I don't know what you're talking about. Ooh.
I can see your feet. And is that my bedsheet?
You haven't settled the ghost of the wood, but I will return. Ooh.
Okej, chyba coś Wilburowi nie wyszło.
I don't know how, but he recognized me. It may be because he has a lot of experience with ghostly apparitions, living in the dark woods and all. Or it may have been my feet poking out from under the sheet.
No dobra. Może tu znajdę jakieś przedmioty? Opuść wioskę. Coś, czym bym mógł wyciągnąć węgiel. Ale chyba nie. A gdybyśmy tak przebrali Nate'a albo Gullivera za ducha...
Gulliver!
Wilbur, how can we help?
Miałem świetny występ w roli ducha, ale ten głupi burmistrz mnie rozpoznał.
It was mainly my feet that gave me away.
Then let's use my head to play the ghost. Turn me into a ghost.
No dobra, mogę wziąć sobie jego głowę, tak?
Here's a white sheet to start with.
And? Scary?
Sort of. Gulliver.
Yeah.
Idziemy, pora na straszenie.
Right. Let's do some haunting.
How are we going to do that? Should I roll into the shop?
I could carry you.
A ghost that needs to be carried is no more frightening than a ghost.
That was scary. Right then.
We're here if you need us.
Tak sobie myślę, że moglibyśmy wykorzystać jeszcze Nate'a i tą głowę położyć na robocie, to całe prześcieradło tak czy inaczej by go zakryło.
The little fellow is hanging on in there. I'm sure he's trying to work out a way to help me. If you could look into that head of his, I'm sure you'd see little cogs whirring around. Every time I talk to him, I see that dreadful combination of hope and despair.
Może coś jeszcze muszę na nim użyć? Siekiery? Chusty Timiego?
I've come up with an idea on how we can get you to fly.
Really?
Yes. I don't want to go into detail, but let's just say there is something to do with this homemade fishing rod.
I see. Tie it up.
Done.
Idziemy, pora na straszenie.
What do you think, Gulliver? Is it time to give the mare a bit of a fright?
We can at least give it a go.
Oh, a flying ghost this time. Oh, very nice. He doesn't look very scary.
But he can speak. Whoa!
Oh, nice effect. But I've already seen ventriloquists at the fun fair.
But
We'll be back. Oh! Let's get out of here.
Czyli zdecydowanie jest za mało przekonujący.
But everything usually startles him.
He didn't seem scared this time. Don't let your head drop. We'll think of something and try again.
Then we'll just have to make the costume even spookier.
No bo wiecie, tak sobie myślałem, żeby położyć tą głowę na Nate'cie, nie? Ale...
Gulliver.
Yeah.
Right.
We're here.
Chyba, że coś jeszcze będę mógł na tym użyć. Na przykład, nie wiem... Siekiery... Próbowałem...
Nate has tried time and time again to cheer Timmy up the last few days. He even managed it occasionally.
Okej.
Gulliver, I'm just thinking if we could get our ghosts to glow using a couple of hot pieces of coal.
Or how about glowing eyes? That would be even scarier.
Great idea. Then all we need is some kind of holder for them. And we'll need to be very careful. Those coals are very hot.
Oh, right. Here, hold these. Don't lose them.
Yeah.
Nate, give me 2 pieces of coal. Red glowing ones from down at the bottom, if possible. And
That is really spooky. And also just a touch.
that's how it should be.
No i świetnie, mamy nowego ducha z żarzącymi się oczami. A ja mam uważne oczy Gullivera w ekwipunku. Dobra, idziemy go straszyć.
Gulliver.
Yes?
Jak to się mówi, do 3 razy sztuka. Mam nadzieję, że uda nam się teraz zdobyć wykrywacz duchów.
This time we'll do it.
Let's spook! Oh, whoa! Ooh, wow!
Wow. Oh, that looks really scary. Well done.
Aha! Then you should use your PKE and see what it says.
I don't need it. I know there's nothing supernatural at work here.
How do you know that?
Well, for one, I can see the string you're using to hold up the ball or whatever it is. And I can see you. I'm even speaking to you.
Okay. I'll give you that one.
Wilbur? But the eyes look great. And the voice is good too. How did you manage to make it sound as if it came from the ghost?
Why do I smell burning?
That voice isn't coming from me. It's coming from...
Fire! Fire!
Ah! Ah! Wilbur, where are you? Ah! Ow! What the devil is going on here? Where is everyone?
What is that?
The, rubber ball has changed itself into an evil skull.
Right. Whoa! I'm an evil, terrible, demonic skull! Fear me!
But I'm not getting any sign of supernatural activity.
Oh, that's because us evil demons have learned how to haunt without being recognized.
That's not possible.
But there's more. Get the man with the PKE, the Heart of the Wood said.
No.
We shall return.
That was unexpected.
We're doomed.
No, I'll find the heart of the wood and put an end to this. Have no fear. See you later.
No i świetnie, udało nam się zdobyć miernik PKI. Ale potrzebujemy jeszcze srebrnego bełta. No dobra, tak sobie myślę, że...
Wilbur, well, how do you think we did? From what I saw up there, he almost wet himself.
That would have made me feel even more guilty. I wish we didn't have to scare him that badly.
All for a good cause. If you can track the Heart of the Wood with the PKE and destroy it, then you'll actually be helping him. Here, catch.
Ghostbusters.
But first, I'll need something to defend myself against werewolves.
Then go to it.
Here are your eyes.
Ah, very good. Some of my best. Esther says the left one is the most handsome one I have.
No dobra, ale my potrzebujemy żarzący się węgiel, tak?
I think Nate has been put in a few, and it still doesn't radiate a real sense of security. I don't think that the open fire would be suitable for... Yeah, the water in the clay would have...
Spójrz na ogień.
If you could look into that head of his...
Spójrz na kubek w piasku.
Looks like a thick-walled stone goblet, just like dwarves use. Those things would be too heavy for me to travel any long distances with. But the dwarves say that the stone goblets are fashioned to remind them of home.
Wcześniej tego kubka tutaj nie zauważyłem, ale widzę, że mogę go zabrać.
I'm afraid the dwarf who carried this goblet out here into the wilderness can't complain about my taking it anymore. This goblet was filled with sand.
Kubek wypełniony piaskiem, a gdybyśmy ten piasek wsypali do prasy...
I wonder if I could press the sand into some kind of brick. It's dry, and that might prevent it from sticking together very well. It worked! The sand has formed a pretty solid block. Just the same, I'd better leave it in the press so that it...
I teraz włożylibyśmy tutaj bełta.
A very good mold of the boat. I can't see any difference from the original.
To może... moglibyśmy teraz to położyć bezpośrednio na ogniu i to by stwardniało.
The sand now contains an imprint of the iron boat. I don't think... Yeah! The sand.
Kamienny krasnoludzki kubek.
The stone goblet could easily withstand fire, but what's the point in heating it up?
Dobra.
The goblet is almost full to...
Kamienny kubek pełen srebrnej biżuterii.
Let's see what happens.
Uda nam się rozpuścić srebro.
In fact, it's hot enough to melt the silver in the goblet.
I teraz wlejemy to srebro tutaj, do piasku.
This is the moment of truth. Nate, can you carefully pour the molten silver into the sand mold without burning your robot hand things? Be careful. Very, very careful. Brilliant. Well done. There was just enough silver. The mold in the sand is filled to the brim and it's starting to cool. Now we wait. Perfect! It looks exactly like the iron bolt, only this one will be able to inflict some damage. Now I finally got everything I need to go deeper into the woods. Wish me luck.
Take care, Wilbur, and shout if you need any help.
No i świetnie, mamy srebrnego bełta, mamy miernik PKA, czyli energii psychokinetycznej.
The silver bolt fits perfectly into the crossbow. I'll arm the crossbow once things get serious.
Chodźmy zatem do lasu. Czyli obstawiam, że... Wilbur automatycznie sam dotarł do tej jaskini. A już myślałem, że będę musiał po raz kolejny ten labirynt przemierzyć samemu.
Okay. Time to hunt me a werewolf. No! Be gone, you beast! That was pretty easy. Everything okay?
Has she gone?
I drove it away, and I thought that I hadn't hit it.
She surprised me. I hate spiders.
Everything's fine. The danger's past. At least as long as the werewolf doesn't... Timmy? Don't!
Are you crazy? I would have got him.
Okej, kim jest ta kobieta? Teoretycznie dla ludzi, którzy cierpią na arachnofobię, lepiej niech nie oglądają tego odcinka. Bez kitu. Wielkie pająki? Ja też się tego boję. Wilkołak to Timmy, prawie zastrzeliłaś Timiego.
That was my friend Timmy. He isn't a werewolf, he's a were-rat.
Did you know about it?
He was often ill. Always became very reclusive when that happened.
Perhaps once a month, during a full moon?
Remy never told me how Timmy's parents died. It could have been a werewolf attack.
Dangerous beasts. Nothing but anger, hate, and muscle. Also fur. Your friend shouldn't have kept it a secret from you. He would have ripped you to pieces if he'd had half the chance.
Timmy was sleeping in Esther's jacket pocket when we arrived in the dark woods. He didn't know it was always night with a full moon here. And out there in the real world, it was another 2 weeks before the full moon.
Perhaps it's not his fault, but he's dangerous. If he attacks me, I'll defend myself.
I'll find a way to break the werewolf's curse. Maybe there's a library with magic books up at the castle. The sorcerer might have been interested in werewolves. Or maybe the Count knows something. He seems very fond of wolves.
Good luck with that. As far as I know, only a shot to the head with a silver bolt can break the curse.
It won't come to that. We'll look for Esther in the heart of the wood, and I'll take care of Timmy.
As long as he doesn't take care of us first.
Dlaczego dziewczyna taka jak ty została łowczynią nagród?
Why does a girl like you decide to become a bounty hunter?
What do you mean, a girl like me?
Most gnome girls I know wouldn't choose such a dangerous career.
Yeah? Or they'd rather be engineers, mechanics, or technicians. But what if I'm not interested in all that girly stuff?
Totally with you there. That's why I became a mage.
Well then, can't you just conjure something up and poof, the evil's gone?
No, I'm not a mage anymore.
Oh, I think it's good that you at least gave it a try.
Więc zawsze chciałaś być łowczynią nagród i po prostu nią zostałaś?
And you? You always wanted to be a bounty hunter and simply followed your dream?
I wanted to help my clan. I didn't want to stand by and watch as I earn gold. We need it.
And once you have the gold?
We'll see. Go back home. Maybe I'll find myself a handsome gnome.
Won't you miss the adventure?
Nearly being eaten by spiders? No, not particularly.
Proponuję, abyśmy poszukali serca lasu razem, dobrze?
We should continue on together and watch each other's backs.
Perhaps that isn't the worst idea. I've normally got a good sense of orientation, but in these strange woods...
No problem. I got this.
What is it?
This device can tell us how close we're getting to a source of supernatural energy.
Genius! We just have to keep to the paths where the device reacts strongest.
That's right. Our senses can be fooled, but not good old gnome technology.
Let's go. By the way, my name is Lizzie Pebblebrook. My friends call me Tin Lizzie because, well, it's quite obvious, really.
No i świetnie, Wilbur ma nowego kompana, a raczej nową kompankę.
I think this thing is just leading us round in circles.
I don't believe it. Look! The heart of the woods.
Are you sure?
Pretty much, yep.
We have to be prepared for anything. Headless horsemen, paladins, witches, spiders. There could be a whole army waiting for us in there.
Ladies first? Whatever is living in the cave under the tree, it's killed off all the trees close by. Only the tree directly above the cave entrance is alive. Well, more or less. Well, okay then. I'll lead.
Dziewczyna będzie zabezpieczała mi tyły.
Esther!
Well, 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 who have we here?
Arcymag Alestar? Co tu się dzieje?
Archmage! You're alive! What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm not alive. I'm just a ghost, thanks to you.
But...
Thanks to your incompetence and stupidity.
A może to jest Mankus, a nie Arcymag? Ale ja nie chciałem.
But I didn't mean for all of this to happen.
I trusted you. I was your friend, and you didn't prevent my death.
Archmage,
Silence!
Remi? Też tu jesteś?
Remy.
An albatross around my neck. Nothing more. You disappointed me, Wilbur.
Skończ z tymi bzdurami, kim jesteś?
Archmage Alistair and Remy were my friends. I forbid you to pretend they're here.
Don't you understand, Wilbur? We relied on you and you have abused our trust. You disappointed us and you will disappoint Gulliver, Timmy and the others too. You're just a stupid little boy who makes everything worse.
Rubbish. Don't listen to him, Wilbur. No, a spider.
Yes! I will suck you dry!
Stop! I know who you are.
And...
Jesteś strachem, jesteś duchem czarnoksiężnika. Właściwie to nie wiem, chciałem tylko odwrócić twoją uwagę od Lizy.
I really only wanted to distract you from Lizzie, and it worked.
You will lose her too. You will lose everyone you love.
Yeah, whatever.
Jesteś strachem.
You're always whatever we're most afraid of.
I'm death, disease, Loss, failure, humiliation. The monster under the bed. The creature in the cupboard.
Lizzie's afraid of spiders. Esther of the Paladin who once chopped her head off. And me? I don't want to make any mistakes and cause anything nasty to happen to my friends.
But you can't prevent it. Neither of you will leave this cave alive. And then I'll get your friends one by one.
Jest nas dwoje, a ty jesteś sam.
You have no chance against the two of us. Lizzie and I are a good team.
Yes? One of you is half petrified with fear. And the only thing keeping the other upright is the courage of desperation.
Nie jesteś prawdziwy.
You aren't real. Arrows and bolts just fly straight through you.
Nothing can harm me. You're lost desperately.
You only have power if we give it to you, right?
No, I am real. I will kill your friend.
Yeah? Go on then.
I will sink my fangs into your skull.
No, you won't. The spider isn't real, Lizzie.
I am. Fear is real.
It can only paralyze us if we let it. Why are you backing off? Are you gonna bite her or what?
Yes. Why should I be scared of you if you can't do anything to me?
But what if I can? You can't be sure.
I'll take the risk.
You can't destroy me. I'm always here.
But we can control you. Everything okay?
Yes, I'm all right now.
Okej. Spójrz na Ester.
Esther hasn't made a sound yet. I hope she's all right. And I hope she can walk. It'll be a long walk back if I had to carry her. Esther, how are you doing?
He's going to cut my head off, and then I won't be able to look after Gulliver and Nate anymore.
A widzę, że Ester została nieźle nastraszona. Już go nie ma, Ester, już cię nie skrzywdzi.
Don't worry, Esther. That thing is gone. It can't hurt you now.
The Paladin, he wants to chop my head off. Who's going to take care of both my boys then?
Gulliverowi i Nate'owi nic nie jest, czekają na ciebie przy ognisku.
Gulliver and Nate are fine. They're both waiting for you at the campfire.
Yes, for now, but the Paladin wants to chop my head off. And who'll take care of them if that happens?
Nie ma żadnego paladyna, on nie jest prawdziwy.
There is no paladin anymore. And there never was one in the first place. It was a kind of apparition sent to scare you.
No, I definitely saw him. He is out to get my family.
Spójrz na mnie, Ester. Nikt cię nie skrzywdzi.
Look at me, Esther. There's no one here who wants to do you any harm. The ghost has disappeared.
He has gone?
It's gone, and it won't come back as long as you don't let it.
He said that he was going to get Nate. As soon as he has chopped my head off, he was going to get my little boy.
It won't come to that. I'll explain, but not here. Let's join Nate and Gulliver by the nice warm fire, okay?
Yes, yes. Oh, thank you, Wilbur.
I kolejne zadanko mamy wykonane. Spójrz na przedmioty.
All sorts of small stuff and a few pieces of clothing too. Yes, this thing fed off its victims' fear. It made them ill, perhaps even drove them mad. They were no longer able to think of anything else, didn't eat, and no one in the town... Pretty scary, eh?
Ooh, too right. What do you think it was?
A demon? A ghost? Some headless creature that only becomes powerful when we give it power? I believe that after the sorcerer died, the people in the village were so afraid something terrible would happen that this is exactly what did happen.
And if they hadn't been so afraid, they could all still be here.
My uncle was always afraid of becoming ill. That made him ill. And if you're afraid of dying, it can make you forget how to live. You know what I mean?
You're quite the philosopher, Wilbur Weathervane.
I've just been thinking a lot how it's better to do things and maybe fail than not to do things because you're too scared to fail. A picture of a clown. Even though I spent quite a bit of time in Seastone, I don't know much about fish. I'm a child of the mountains. I'm pretty sure that this must be a dolphin, though, as it wants to play with a swimmer. A man waving at the observer in a friendly manner. He's wearing a name tag. Looks like his name is Claus. I don't get it.
No dobra. Z Ester sobie porozmawialiśmy, z Lizą sobie porozmawialiśmy, więc chyba nie pozostaje mi nic innego jak opuścić jaskinię.
I know two people who are longing to see you, Esther.
And I know someone who owes us a sack of gold.
Come on, let's go.
So, there was never a curse?
That's right. No curse, no real threat. Only fear made it become a reality.
Oh, then I'll try to be more open-minded in the future and not always assume the worst.
You can start by welcoming my zombie friends into your village.
We'll see. At least I'll talk to them.
That would be good.
Czy za pozbycie się bezgłowego jeźdźca wyznaczono nagrodę?
If my memory serves me right, you promised a sack full of gold to the person who hunted down the headless horseman.
Of course, and you have earned it.
We earned it. You get half of this, Lizzie.
That won't be necessary.
Uuu,
See you around.
Oh, yes. See you later.
I think she just, never mind.
dlaczego nawiedzał cię akurat bezgłowy jeździec?
Why did fear show itself to you in the form of a headless horseman?
Oh, my grandfather always used to tell me the story about a headless horse. I was terribly scared of it, but it was still my favourite story.
And if there's enough hysteria, you'll believe anything. Even that ghost stories are real.
Czy mógłbyś wskazać mi teraz drogę do zamku?
Now you know how to defend yourself against the curse, so could you please show me the way to the old Van Buren castle?
Oh, yeah, of course. You and the enchanting young lady.
And about time too.
I better draw myself a good map. I'm sure I'll be going back and forth between the castle and the village a few more times. My friends are here and Timmy is still somewhere in the woods.
Fine. Let's...
Thank you, Mr. Whale. I drew my path on the map very carefully. This way, we can always return to the village if necessary.
No need. I'll only leave the castle one more time, with a few crates of gold.
What do you mean?
This place sucks, don't you think?
The castle will blossom in your presence, just like me.
Laddie!
My moonshine.
You won't believe what I've been through. I need a bath this instant.
But of course, my love. Then perhaps a light dinner, and then let's just see what the evening holds in store.
Ahem.
Are you her servant?
No,
You can be my servant. My Igor died years ago. For good this time.
Actually, I wanted to...
Wipe your shoes, or you'll have to clean everything again.
But... Here we go.
No i dotarliśmy do zamku, moi drodzy, ale za tą bramę wejdziemy w kolejnym odcinku. Mam nadzieję, że ten wam się podobał, no i też mam nadzieję, że zbliżamy się pomału do końca tej gierki. A tymczasem dzięki wielkie za uwagę, trzymajcie się i do usłyszenia. Hej!